Hello everyone, welcome to Euron, and guys, in this chapter we are going to talk about a for loop. So let's try to understand what this for loop is and how for loop is going to work, how you are going to process a data with the help of for loop. So in a step-by-step manner, I'm going to talk about each and everything in a very detailed way by giving you a small examples. Plus, I'm going to give you a lot of things in an assignment so you can try to solve those assignment problem, and obviously it is going to enhance your knowledge. It is going to give you capabilities to build basically a logic. So let's get started, guys. Let me share my screen, and here I am. So let's start talking about a loop, by the way, guys. So here, let's suppose if I'm going to define maybe a string called as Sudhanshu, Sudhanshu, right? So if I have to extract a data out of the Sudhanshu, so I can write S of 0, I will be able to extract a data. Even I can write a slicing operation, so start from 0 and then go till 3. I will be able to extract a data. And this is something which I have already discussed in my previous lecture. So if you have not gone through those lectures, so please try to go through those lectures first and then try to go through this particular lecture. Now, so slicing and indexing, I can try to do it. There is no doubt about it. But yeah, let's suppose if I have to extract a data one by one, and then maybe I'll have to do some sort of operation with respect to those data. So how I will be able to do that kind of operation? Let's try to understand that. So there is a concept called as loop concept. So where in a loop or in an automated manner, a loop is going to look into a data one by one. It will try to extract a data, and then eventually whatever kind of a manipulation that you are looking for, so you will be able to do those manipulation. So I'm going to write that for I in, and then I'm going to write S, right? And then I'm going to print basically I. So what it is going to do? So let's try to understand that part first. So here I have written a very simple statement. So I'm writing a for loop syntax. So for is a reserved keyword, by the way. And then I'm writing this S. So S is nothing but SUDHANSHU. Okay. So this is the data that we have inside a S variable. So what it will do is that for I in S, so in S, so inside this one, so it will start going through a data one by one. It will start going through the data, and then it will start extracting a data. It will start extracting a data out of this one. Very simple, right? So it will go through a data one by one. And then it will start extracting a data out of this one by one. And then I is a temporary variable that we have over here. So it is going to extract a data. It is going to hold a data inside this I temporary variable. And then eventually I'm trying to print this particular data. Now here, so in a very for, and this is going to happen automatically. I'm not going to write anything. I'm not going to do anything. So this for loop is going to perform this entire operation in such a way that automatically this will go through this entire data one by one, and then it will start extracting a data. So in a very first iteration, I is going to be S, right? So I is going to be S, print I. So we have written over here print with the proper indentation. Now print I. Then I is going to be U, print U. I is going to be D, print D. I is going to be H, A, N, S, H, U. So one by one, it is going to print it. This is how for loop is going to work. And then once this entire data will be exhausted, right? Once this entire data will be exhausted, it will come out of the loop automatically. It is going to break the loop automatically. As simple as that. Yeah. So this is how this for loop is going to work, guys. So it will keep on looking into a data one by one. It will iterate through the data as per the indexes, in a forward, in a reverse, and in whatever manner you want. Believe me, you will be able to extract data. So we are going to see a tons of example, not only in this class, but even in an upcoming class, we are going to write a lot of logic with respect to a for loop. So everywhere almost we are going to write like a for and conditions, if else kind of a things. Now here, right? So here we have a for. Now let's try to consider one list in this place, and inside the list, let's try to keep some sort of a data. Let's try to keep some sort of a data. Now again, let's is more like a string. So here we can try to store any kind of a homogeneous, heterogeneous kind of information. So for I in L, and then print what? So print basically I. So it is going to extract a data, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, and then 9, and it is going to print it. Now in my previous example, right, this example, let's suppose I'm not just trying to extract the data, but what I would like to do is I would like to maybe convert all those data into an uppercase. I can do it, right? I can do it. So one by one extracting a data, converting it into an uppercase, and then I'm trying to print this entire information. I'm trying to print this entire data set. This is how this for loop is going to work, guys. Simple in automated mode. Now here, so there is a function called as range function. Now what this range function does, so basically range function is a generator function. It generates the data. So here if I'm going to write range of 5, so it is going to generate a data starting from 0 till 5, excluding upper bound. Remember it always. So excluding 5, it is going to generate the data. So now if I have to see that what is there inside the data exactly, so I can try to do a typecasting and then I can show you the data. Like I said, that it will be having a data starting from 0. It is going till 5, excluding 5. So 5 minus 1 till 4, it is going to generate the data. Now I can try to even write a range in this way. And again, I'm going to use it. That's the reason I'm showing you this operation. So here I'm going to write that a starting point is 3 and then like go till maybe a 9. So what will happen? It will start from 3. I can try to give my own starting point. If I'm not giving a starting point is going to be 0 by default, this case. But here, so I'm trying to give a starting point. So it will start from 3. It will go till 9. 9 is the upper bound. So it will always exclude the upper bound, as simple as that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it is going to print. So this is how range is going to work. Now, so here inside a range, I can try to give a step size as well. And I believe this is something that we have already discussed in my string slicing operation, right? So similar kind of things we have done. So I can try to give a step size as well. So start from 3, go till 9, take a jump of 2. If you're not giving 2, so by default, it is going to take a jump of 1, but yeah. So here start from 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 is the upper bound. So it is not going to print it. Yeah. So 3, 5, 7 is a print that you will be able to get out of this range operation. Okay. So range, I'm going to use it inside a for loop, and with the help of this range function, so I'll try to perform a different kind of a operation. So first of all, let's try to just iterate over the range function. So here I can write for I in a range, and range, if I'm writing like a 5 over here, so we know that this range is going to produce what? This range is going to produce a data from 0 to 4, right? So this range means what? This range is going to produce a data from 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This is what a kind of a data it is going to produce. And then I'm trying to run a loop over to it. So 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So keep on extracting this data and keep on printing this particular information, keep on printing this particular data over here. So this is what, and this is something which I'm trying to perform, and one by one, I'm able to extract the data. I'm going to use a range for a variety of operation, guys, by the way. So here, let's suppose I have Sudhanshu, right? S-U-D-H-A-N-S-H-U, S-U-D-H-A-N-S-H-U, Sudhanshu. And I can try to extract a data like S-U-D-H-A-N-S-H-U one by one with the help of for loop. But I don't want that. What I want is, I want an alternate data. I want S, then D, then A, then S, like that, right? So I want like alternate data from there. So how I will be able to get the alternate data? So here, if I'm able to get the index of S, index of D, index of A, index of S, and then index of U, if I'm able to get the indexes, maybe based on the indexes, I will be able to extract S of those data. Yeah. So here, to like do that indexing operation, so I can try to use maybe a range. So I can try to create like start from maybe a 0. Then go till length of what? So length of basically S. So length is going to give you the total number of the data, right? So go till that and then take a jump of 2. So now this is going to give me what? This is going to give me the indexes which I am looking for. As simple as that. For example, so this range is going to yield what? So this range is going to yield 0. Length of S is basically 9, right? So jump of 2. So 0, then 2, then like 4, and then like 6, then 8, and then 10, basically, which is like out of the upper bound. So this is something which it is going to give me. This one is going to give me. Now I can try to like extract a data S of 0, S of 2, S of 4, S of 6, S of 8. So in this way, I will be able to extract the data. So let me write down the for loop for the same. So here, I'm going to run it inside the for loop. So for I in, so one by one, it is going to extract the number. and then I'm going to print what? S of what? S of I. S of I means I'm just trying to pass the indexes, right? Which I'm trying to produce from the range. So as you can see, SDASU. This is what I was looking for, right? Alternate data I was looking for. So yes, I'm able to get this particular data in a easiest possible manner, in a easiest possible way. Now let's suppose if someone is asking me another question, another operation I'm going to show you. So if someone is asking me that try to, right? So try to reverse this entire Sudhanshu. So how I will be able to perform that operation? How I will be able to reverse this operation? So how I am going to perform this reversal operation of this Sudhanshu? Let's try to understand that part. So here, if I have to reverse, I can try to even use a colon -1. We have already discussed about it, and yes, I will be able to reverse. But I would like to do a reversal operation with the help of for loop. So how I can do it with the help of for loop? So for I in, I can try to create maybe indexes in that way, right? If I'm able to create indexes in that way, obviously I will be able to perform that operation. Yeah, I will be able to perform that operation. Let's try to create the indexes in that particular manner. So here I'm going to prepare the range function. So range and reverse order, right? So length of S, so this is my starting point, then go till 0 and then basically in a reverse direction. Now this is going to give me, let's see. So what kind of indexes it is going to give me, or what kind of a number it is going to give me. So 987654321. This is something that it is trying to give, right? So I start from length, which is 9. So 9 go till 0. So excluding upper bound and this one. But this looks wrong to me, right? Because if I'm going to write S of 9, there is no data at S of 9. There is a data at S of 8 actually, till S of 8. So here what I can do is I can try to do minus of 1. Yeah. So length of S -1. So start from here. So start from 8, not from 9 basically, right? Because because a string index is going to start from 0, right? So it is going to go till 8 basically. But here length is going to give you the total number of data. So total number of data is basically 9. Indexes are going to start from 0. That's the reason. So I'm going to give -1 over here. And then this is going to fix one of my problem, start from 8. But yeah, there is no 0 over here because 0 is my upper bound. So now to eliminate that, I can try to give upper bound is equal to -1. So now starting from 8 till 0, I'm able to produce this numbers. So one by one, I can try to extract data from here till here, and then I will be able to print it in a reverse order. So let's do it then. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this range function, right? Range function. So for I in this particular range function, do one thing. So try to do a print operation. So print of S of what? So S of basically I. So here in a reverse order, I'm able to print the entire information. In a reverse order, I'm able to print the entire data set. As simple as that, right? Very much easy. Okay, now that's great. We are able to print this particular data. Now let's try to see a couple of more operations. So this is basically a string reversal that we have done until now. I think we are able to understand something about a for loop. Now I'm going to show you a couple of star printing pattern, and over there I'm going to use a for loop. Now that is going to give you an intuition, that is going to give you an idea that how I can try to use even a for loop in a best possible way. Yeah. So generally during our college days, or even as a beginner, right? Even as a beginner, so we used to get this kind of assignments, right? Print a star pattern, maybe like a right angle triangle where I will be having 1, then I will be having 2, I will be having 3, I will be having like a 4, I will be having like a 5 stars, something like that, right? So right angle triangle, if someone is going to ask me to print. So this is how this looks like. And we as a student, we as a learner, so we generally get confused and we see that it looks difficult, but believe me, it is not difficult. It is very, very easy, very, very easy, very, very logical. How? Let's try to understand. So see, we are trying to print 1 star, then 2 star, then 3 star, then 4 star, then 5 star. Now row number 1, 1 star, row number 2, 2 star, row number 3, 3 star, row number 4, 4 star, row number 5, 5 star. This is only that we are trying to print, right? This is the only thing that we are trying to do over here. Okay, that's great. So if this is the only thing that we are trying to do over here, right? If this is the only thing, so what I can do is I can try to define maybe numbers of rows that I would like to print. So maybe I would like to print like a 10 rows over here. I can try to basically print row by row. So I can write over here that for I in a range of, right, for I in a range of, start from 1 means row number 1, because there is nothing called as row number 0, right? So start from row number 1 and then go till, right, go till n plus 1, because I have to print 10 rows, right? And we know that a range, if I'm going to give 10 is upper bound, so it will go till only 9. So what I'm trying to do, okay, fine. So n plus 1 means this plus 1. So go till 10. Now, so the value of I is going to be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10. This is the value of I will be able to get 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1. This is the value of I will be able to get, right? Okay. Now, so once I will be able to get this value of I, so like starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, right? So this in this particular order. So here I can try to write a print operation, right? Now print what? So when value of I is equal to 1, print 1 star. When value of I is equal to 2, print 2 star. When value of I is equal to 3, print 3 star. Simple, right? So here I'm going to write like a star and then into I. Done. Now what is happening over here? See guys. So whenever I'm going to multiply any string, for example, I have S, right? So if I'm going to multiply this S with like a 10S it is going to print. If I'm going to give a space over here, so again, 10 of this string, the selected one, the highlighted one is going to print 10 times. This is what a multiplication means, right? Addition plus means concatenation operation. Multiplication means just repeat the same thing 10 times or maybe n times, whatever number that you have given over here. So now here what we are trying to do, so repeat this one ith time. So when I is equal to 1, do this, then I is equal to 2, do this, I is equal to 3, do this. And print, if you are going to hover your mouse, so by default end string is /n, means after every print, it is going to do a next print into a new line. It is going to do a next print by default. This is by default, by the way. So next line, it is going to print from a new line automatically. So you are not supposed to worry much about this one as well. Okay. So this star pattern is a pretty much easy one. We are able to print it. Now let's try to like do something little bit difficult. Again, none of the star pattern is like a tough, but yeah, let's try to like do a little bit like a tough star pattern operation. So here, let's suppose I have a star pattern. So this 1, then 1, 2, then 1, 2, and 3, then 1, 2, 3, and 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this is the pattern I have to print, right? This is the pattern I have to print. So row number 1, 1. Row number 2, go till 2. Row number 3, go till 3. Row number 4, go till 4. Row number 5, go till 5. Yeah. Now, I think you are able to get the logic. Yeah. Row number 1, go till 1. Row number 2, go till 2. Row number 3, go till 3. Row number 4, go till 4. Row number 5, go till 5. Yeah. So this is the logic. This is how you can build the logic. Now, how I can convert this entire things into a code? Let's try to do that. Yeah. Coding is important. So here, I'm going to write like a for loop inside a for loop. I'm going to write a nested for loop over here. So one for loop is going to help me out to create a row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or maybe 10 rows, 20 rows, whatever it is, right? And another for loop is going to help me out to write a data in a particular row. So what I'm trying to say is that try to do this one for I in a range of, let's suppose I would like to go till 10. Yeah. I would like to go till 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 till 10. So just try to like print it. By default, by the way, I have given range is equal to 10. So it will go till 9. And yeah, I'm going to start from 1, by the way. So start from like a 1, start from 1, go till 10 means I have to keep 11 over here. Okay. Now this is the for loop which I have written. So I value is going to be 1, then 2, then 3 till 10. So row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 5. In this way, we are trying to create a row. The outer one, this particular for loop is going to create the rows. Now within the row number 1, I have to write 1. Row number 2, I have to write 1 and 2. Row number 3, I have to write 1, 2, and 3. Row number 4, I have to write 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here inside this, I'm going to write another for loop. So which will try to produce my data. Yeah, produce my data. So whatever data which I'm looking for. So here I'm going to write for j, again ij can be my name, your name, doesn't matter at all. So you can try to keep whatever name that you want, it's completely fine. So for j in a range of, I can try to write, so start from 1, right? Start from 1 and then go till I plus 1. Now why I'm writing it, I'll explain you. And then try to print what? So print basically j. Now let's try to understand. We are able to print some data, not in this way. I'm going to print this data in this way, but yeah, first of all, try to understand what I'm trying to produce over here. So here you will be able to find out that here I, right? So let's suppose I is equals to 1. Okay, fine. Now, so it will come over here and we'll try to execute this loop. So for j in a range of 1 and then I plus 1, 2. So this will become, range will become 2. So it is going to produce what? It is going to produce a data 1, start from 1 and then go till 2. So obviously it is going to produce 1 as of now, 1. And then I'm trying to basically print j. I'm trying to print j. Now there is nothing inside this one. So it will go to the outer loop once again. Now, so this time value of I is equals to what? I is equals to basically 2. Okay, value of I is equal to 2. Now it will come inside this internal loop and then range. So range of start from 1 and I plus 1. So what is the value of I? 2. So 2 plus 1, 3. Now what value it is going to produce? It is going to produce 1 and then 2. This range is going to produce 1 and 2. Yeah, this is the data. So now come over here, right? And then try to print 1, try to print 2, try to print 1, try to print 2. Yeah, try to print 1, try to print 2. Then it will be exhausted, internal one. Then again it will go back. So I is equals to what? I is equals to 3. Yeah. So I is equal to 3. Now again come over here and then I is equal to 3. Range of start from 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So it is going to produce what data? It is going to produce basically 1, 2, 3. 3 data it is going to produce. So print j. J what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try to print 3. So here this internal loop that you are able to see, it is producing the data into the row. Data into the row as you can see. And the outer loop is trying to define the row basically. So row number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 and so on. Simple. Now here I'm not able to see the data the way I was expecting. Yeah, I'm not able to see the data the way I was expecting. So what I can do is I can try to like just manipulate a print over here. So I can write by default end is going to be /n. Yeah, by default end is going to be /n. Now I'm going to just like write it down into one single line. So end is equal to /n. I'm not saying that change the line. I'm just saying that print everything in one line. And then once this internal loop will be exhausted, so parallel to the internal for loop, not outer, inner. So inner for loop, just do one thing, print. Print means what? See. So what this print will do, I have just written a print, nothing else. So see, by default, there is a end string is /n, means once this loop will end, right, whatever data that it has produced, once this loop will end, change the line. Then once this loop will end, change the line. So every time I'm changing the line, that's it. This is what I'm trying to do. And this end is basically to separate a data into the same line. Yeah, separate data into a same line. You can try to increase this one, if, your wish. Yeah. So you can separate the data within the same line. And this one, change the line. As simple as that. You can try to even mention over here. By default, this is what will be like mentioned. Even if you're not going to write it down. By default, it is going to be /n. As you can see on a print. So end string is basically /n. You can try to mention it and you can try to avoid it. Your wish basically, right? So here I'm able to print this pattern as well. Now, so this pattern is fine. I'm like able to print this particular pattern. Now let's try to like print this star pattern into a flip order, right? Into a flip order. Let's try to print it. Means this time let's try to print it in this way, right? So as of now, it's in this particular way, but yeah, try to print it in this way. Now again, it's easy, not very difficult, I would say, to understand and to print. See, try to understand the logic over here. So again, there will be like row number 1, 1 star, row number 2, 2 star, row number 3, there will be 3 star, row number 4, there will be basically 4 star, row number 5, there will be 5 star. But try to understand this part, that how it is going to print 1 star. there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 blank. How it is going to print to a star? There will be 3 blank. How it is going to print like a 3 star? There will be 2 blank. There will be only 1 blank and there will be 0 blank, right? So I just have to write my print in that way. That's it. And I will be able to print it. Let me show it to you. How it is going to work basically. So here I'm going to write a code basically. So I'm going to say that for I in a range of basically start from 1, then go till maybe like 6. I'm looking for till 5. So go till 6 basically. And then what? Then try to do a print operation. So print, first of all, print a blank. Yeah, print a blank. Or let me take one outer variable so that you can parameterize it. So n is equal to 5. So here n plus 1. Let's suppose. Same like before. And here, so I'm trying to print. So print what? So print basically, first of all, a blank. Print what? Print blank. The underscore which I have given, right? Print blank. How many blank you are supposed to print, by the way? So 4, 3, 2, 1 means n minus I. In a first iteration, value of I is going to be 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and so on. So n minus I. So this is the total number of space you have to print for the ith value. And then what you have to do is, and then print what? Print star. So how many stars? Only I number of stars. So here, how many number of stars you have to print basically? So you have to print basically I number of stars. Simple, right? I number of stars you have to print. Okay, so like bit disaligned. Yeah, again bit disaligned. Okay, so now it's been aligned properly. So here I'm just trying to say one thing that again disaligned. Okay, so what I'm trying to say over here is that try to print this space first, right? Space first. This is what it is going to do, and then just like try to keep it dynamic. So first row n minus I, then second again n minus I. So keep value of n is constant and value of I will keep on increasing, right? So 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. So it is going to print that mean number of the blank, and then it is going to print ith number of the star. So 1 star, then 2 star, then 3 star, and so on based on the value of I. So in this way, I will be able to print this particular pyramid. Sorry, this particular triangle. Now, let's suppose someone is asking me to print a pyramid. Pyramid means this kind of a structure. If someone is going to ask me to print. So this kind of a pyramid structure, someone is going to ask me to print. So basically there will be 1 star, there will be 1, 2, 3, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, right? So this is the kind of a pyramid. If someone is going to ask me to print, how I can print it? Logic is going to be more or less same. Only we are going to play with the print statement. So here, n is equal to, let's suppose 5. For I in a range of start from 1, first row, so row number 1, then go till n plus 1. So this is for rows. Yeah, this is for basically rows. Now you have to play with the print, by the way. So first of all, you have to keep this. So again, if I'm like talking about this, so again, you can say that the next pyramid is basically an extension of the same one, right? So here we have this. Now, if we are going to do this one, if we are going to produce a data or a star for this particular part, I will be able to see the pyramid structure over here. Yeah, I will be able to see the pyramid structure over here. Now, let's try to write the logic. So I'm going to borrow a logic from here itself. So this part is going to be same. There is no difference at all that you will be able to find out, at least for this part. So printing the blank, handling the blank part. Now, when it comes to printing the star, so as you can see that in a first row, 1 star, then second row, 3 star, then 5, then 7. So this logic I'm going to write. So this star is going to be odd, right? 1, 3, then 5, then 7. So basically 2 into I minus 1. Simple. 2 into I minus 1. This is what I have to do, right? So I just have to change the number of stars. 1 star, 2 star. So whenever value of I is equal to 1, so 2 into 1 minus 1, 1 star. Whenever value of I is equal to 2, so 2 into 2, 4 minus 1, 3. So 3 star it is supposed to print. Whenever value of I is equal to like 5, so 5 into 2, 10 minus 1, 9. So basically 9 star it is supposed to print. As simple as that. So in this way it is going to print the stars. Okay. Now I'm able to print the pyramid. Yeah, I'm able to print the pyramid. So what I want is I wanted to print this one, this structure. Yeah, I wanted to print this particular structure as well. A kind of a half of the pyramid and then upside down. So this is the structure which I would like to print. So what I can do is I can try to copy the same thing, same code. Yeah. So this is going to give me the upper pyramid. Yeah. Now just copy the for loop and then same paste it over here. Same paste it over here, right? No changes for as of now. Now here, try to change something. What I'm going to change. So this is going to give me the upper pyramid, this one. Yeah, upper part of the pyramid. Now for the lower part of pyramid, what I have to do is, so I have to basically start from like in a descending order, right? So if n is equal to 5, so I have to start from 4, 3, 2, 1 in this way. So here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write start from n minus 1, right? Start from n minus 1, go till 0 in a descending order. Simple. I just have like, I have changed this much. So start from n minus 1. So 4, 3, then 2, 1. So 4, then 3, then 2, and then 1. Simple. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I will be able to print the entire things. So this is how this entire things is going to work, guys. Yeah. So hope all of you are able to understand a for loop. We have seen a couple of examples. Now in my upcoming classes, we are going to see many more such kind of examples. Not just with respect to for loop, because for loop is something that will be like a kind of a day-to-day use for all of us. We are going to use it on a regular basis because this for loop, this if, this while, each and everything has been used in that manner. But yeah, so I'm assuming that all of you are able to understand this entire for loop wala part, and you are going to follow it along. You all are going to practice it. So try to code as much as possible. Without coding, you will not be able to learn. Just by watching my lectures, you will not be able to learn. So try to code while watching the lectures, plus try to attempt all the assignment which I'm giving you inside your dashboard, because that is again very, 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 very important for all of you to practice. If your base is fine, then you will be able to learn anything and you will be able to build everything. If that is not a case, then you will keep on struggling for the entire life. So with that, guys, thank you so much. See you again in my next lecture.